man.
I see you too.
Welcome to Grassroots Gurus, your new dope spot where all your favorite athletes, coaches, and influencers come to share some of their dope AAU grassroots stories. Today, I got one of my, one interview I'm very excited about. This kid needs no introduction. There's not very many situations where I've been able to see a young player from seeing him when he was younger, to training him, to recruiting him, to then coaching him, and then coaching against him, and then to, kind of continue to see his road. So I'm very excited about this first guest that we have on our inaugural episode here. And his name is TyTy Washington, the Phoenix Sun, the hottest point guard in the country, whatever you hear in today's media. Appreciate you coming today, TyTy.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So no, man, we'll get right into it. I know everybody here wants to hear about, the college decision, which school. We're not really gonna touch too much on that, to be honest. This is mainly here. We want to talk about your road, to how you got to this point to where you're at now. We'll let all the other, people hound you about, which school the Phoenix Sun will be going to. First question I got for you. What are your top 5 AAU opponents that you have faced in AAU from? Could be anything. Could be from 8U, could be 16, 17s, whatever the case may be. What are 5 of your hardest opponents that you've had to match up against?
Let's see. First, I have to say probably Javon Blackshear.
Javon Blackshear. I like Javon's game, man. Javon is, it's funny. I was just talking to a lot of people. I've had this conversation a couple times. Your guys' class from like 2019 to 2021, from guards to even some of the forwards and wings, man. I don't know what you guys were drinking or what you guys were doing at these YMCAs or whatever you guys were at, but that is coming from I played a little bit myself, and I can honestly say that's a special little group of class. So no, I'm sorry to interrupt, but no, Javon, big fan of Javon. Grand Canyon doing his thing, holding it down. Special kid. I can see how that could be a good matchup for you.
Let's see, who else?
That's one. We need 4 more.
I probably have to say Shamar too.
Shamar I heard he was cool in on the Soldiers you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So when you were playing against him, what team were you on at that point?
I was on West Coast All-Star.
Okay. We'll get into that whole bag here in a little bit. But okay, Shamar, what did he do well back then? Why is he why does he stick out for you?
He was just bigger than everybody, so he could just do it all. Shoot from half court, dunk, pass. He was just doing it all.
I heard him and Kyrie play on the same team, right? They were that was ridiculous. I went to one tournament. I work with the kid Xavier. I remember going to watch Xavier play with all these teams. You run all these teams. You're Phoenix Sun. When he was on the Diplomats, and I remember watching the Soldiers play. It was ridiculous. I was like, this is 14U. This looks like the G League. They were going crazy. But all right, yeah, Shamar. Okay, he's up there. We got Shamar. We got Javon Blackshear. They played in high school together too, didn't they?
Yeah.
They won a ring at Shadow. That's right. Okay, that's 2. We need 3 more.
I'll probably go. Let's see, with Dominic Harris when he played with Dream Vision.
I could attest to that. He was doing his stuff. You was doing your stuff, but he was doing his stuff. He's a good guy. How did he play this year? He did all right this year?
He didn't really play like that this year.
Because it was stacked.
Right.
He probably going to go crazy. He staying or is he dipping?
No, I think he's staying.
He's staying? He's probably going crazy next year. I like his game a lot, man. He's solid guard. He don't make mistakes. I like his game a lot. These are some high level matchups here, man.
Right.
Decent little. We're only at 3. This is 3. All right, we got Javon Blackshear. We got Shamar. We got Dominique. This is TyTy. To make TyTy's top 5 opponent list, man, you gotta be able to do a little something. It's not a bad list. Who's number 4?
I don't really know. I mean,
it could be only 3. Sometimes, hey, sometimes it has to stop at 3. Sometimes there's not enough. Sometimes everybody else just gets barbecued, man. It's not enough,
yeah, I
good
think
matchups.
that, I ain't gonna lie, I think there's
3?
only, yeah, I think
No one
that's
else really
it.
sticks out. Hey, 3 is 3. 3 is 3.
No, actually, no. The last one probably say Trevor Kills back in middle school. He was dominant.
Trevor, that's an Arizona kid?
Nah, he's from Baltimore. He's going to Duke.
And that was when that's West Coast.
Yeah.
So like what grade, like around what age were you playing now?
7th.
So what,
7th, 8th
he
grade.
played what with the takeover team?
Yeah.
That team is not bad. I remember I watched you guys play them when you were in Ricardo were playing in Vegas. You guys played takeover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their transition break is like an NBA, like a college, like, I mean, you guys' transition at Compass was really good too. But those little kids, it doesn't matter what age I see it with team takeover, they have to be running miles or something in their little AAU practices, because the way they run their transition break, man, is like, well-oiled machine.
All right.
It's a nice little lineup right there. It's not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. I won't. I'll give you one, man. One AAU fade that I remember. I'm probably gonna talk about this a lot on the Grassroots Gurus, but Sean Livingston, I played against. There's another kid named Justin Sarasota that was really good. These are older guys, but a lot of guys get hyped. A lot of guys supposed to be whatever, but I remember Sean Livingston. That was ridiculous. This 6'7", 6'8" point guard. He was doing whatever he wanted to do, and I think if he didn't get hurt like that, I mean, he got hurt and still, did what he did. But I remember Sean Livingston in high school. He was a bad boy. Next question I have for you, Mr. Washington. Name, if you can, all the AAU programs that you've played on since you were a young buck, since your first competitive, in tournament, whether, I don't know where it was Inspire, Avondale, wherever you first pulled up and started handing out these buckets. Where did the AAU road start, and what were all the programs and teams that you were able to bless your talents with along the way?
Let's see. First team I played with was Team AZ.
Okay.
We played at the time it was the Salvation Army, but it's called the Croc now.
That was the team with the white and purple, right?
No, we were white and blue.
White and blue. Okay.
And then after them, I played with the Soldiers, who were white and purple.
Okay. This is the Arizona. This is Arizona Soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And then after them, I played with a team called the Magic.
That wasn't the Arizona Magic, was it?
No, I don't think so.
It was some other Magic. Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
So then, let's see.
And this is what? So we're up to how old now?
This is like young, like 7.
We're still at 6th, 7th grade right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Nah, this is like 6 years old. Like, this is
Okay,
young.
my bad. I'm tripping.
But fast
We
forward
got
a
it
few
cracking.
years,
So hold on. If we're 6, 7, there's no 6U tournaments. What are we playing?
like 9, like
Okay. Well, these are important details, man. These are important details.
Always started.
So we're going on record right now. We were 6, 7 years old playing 9, 10U club basketball.
Right.
That's impressive, man. I know I'm in the game. I do this. I train, coach. Ain't too many 6-year-olds you feel comfortable putting out there with no 10-year-olds, man. That's impressive. Okay, so we're only at 6 years old. My bad. We're at Soldiers, Arizona Soldiers.
Yeah, that was my team for a while. So then, after them, I think after them we started our own team, Phoenix Family.
Okay.
So it was.
That's when the
dad.
family started.
Yeah, it was my dad and Big Marvin's doing. So
Yep.
They coached us for a minute. Then we from there, I went to Team Bibby. And then my dad coached us there.
So hold on, let's pause real quick. So how nice were these teams? How nice was because I've heard some stories about these Phoenix Family and Team Bibby groups. I mean, I know how good. I just want to hear it, from you. How good were some of those groups that you had, and name some of the players and the talent that was. I mean, you just mentioned one of them. Big Marvin Bagley, and Marcus obviously played on those teams, right? Name some of the talent and talk a little bit about those groups that you had.
I mean, they were really talented. I mean, it was me, both the Bagleys. We had my cousin Fat Boy. We had a few other pieces. I mean, it was just mainly us three. Dominated the whole time.
Okay.
And then with Team Bibby, we had a lot of talent. It was me, Peanut, Javon, Jalen.
Peanut, for everyone that doesn't know, is
it's Marcus.
Marcus, okay.
So then
you said Jalen House, Javon Blackshear, Marcus Bagley, Marvin Bagley, TyTy Washington. That's those are 5 kids you might see on the tube on I mean, one of them is already in the big leagues, man. It's not too normal you get a 9, 10, 11U team with some guys that are being strongly considered to play in the big leagues, man. That's a pretty talented group.
So then fast forward a little bit, I played with a team called Phoenix Flight / T-Wash Flight. With my dad's team, I mean, he had a whole bunch of age groups from 14s to 7s. I mean, it was just like
the flight got lit immediately.
Yeah, so it was like him and his friend Albert. They just put a program together. It was just a whole bunch of teams.
Albert, my man Albert. So is this when the because we'll get into this a little bit. I know you had a little. Not a little at all. The kid can play. I know you have a road dog throughout some of these AAU years with, Albert's son. When is this when you and I'll let you talk about it. I'll let you, your boy. I'll let you introduce your boy. But is this when you guys first kind of really started that little tandem, or did it kind of start before that?
It started a little bit before that, but he really wasn't like playing for real. Like he used to always have his hands in his pocket, so he really wasn't trying to hoop. I mean, but then once we started this team. I mean, before we started this team, they already had the team, and he was like actually hooping for reals. So then,
once you came in, it was lit, huh?
Yeah.
Hang out with TyTy long enough, and you get nice, huh?
Right.
All right.
From that day on, it's just always been me and Ricardo everywhere. So after T-Wash Flight, we go to West Coast All Stars, who I played most of my middle school ball with.
Okay. So yeah, your West Coast group, you guys played a really good schedule. I'm familiar with, obviously followed you back then, but talk a little bit about how playing all those different teams and being fortunate enough to move around like that and play in all those different places around at that young age. Talk about, kind of how that, prepared the TyTy buckets to where they're at to now.
I mean, it definitely plays a huge part. I mean, just traveling around the world at a young age, going around playing basketball against other high-level good dudes. It was pretty fun. I mean, it shows you who's the real and who's not. So it's
exactly.
And just starting at a young age, like I said, just growing up, to see everybody's progress, see who slipped through the cracks, all that is just good story to tell. So I mean,
absolutely. I remember, quick story. I remember in high school, I went to Pangos camp. Didn't really play a lot of club. Ended up going to Pangos camp. Did well and blew up. Ended up getting ranked, all that kind of stuff. And then, I remember kind of feeling myself a little bit. This is like freshman year, I think it was. And then I got invited last minute to the freshman sophomore Nike camp. And like you just said, you get to, when you get in some of these settings in different areas outside of Arizona, California, whatever the case may be, on the West Coast, you mentioned the term, you get to see what's real and what's not. And I remember going to that West Coast camp, and I was like, oh, this is sweet. This kid's going to Arizona, or this kid's going to UCLA. Oh, it's easy. And I remember going to the Nike camp, and Greg Oden's there, Kevin Durant's there, guards that you might not know that, Marquette's and, NC State's decent kids that, were maybe a little bit older than me. Because I said I was a freshman, it's freshman sophomore camp, so the oldest kids are sophomores. So it was like I graduated 06, so it was 06 and 05, and man, like John Brockman's, and I remember like if you do well at that camp, you go to the big Nike camp. And I remember flying back, getting home, calling my dad like, hey man, I gotta get in the gym, like I don't think I did too hot at the freshman sophomore joint, but yeah, no. When you get out there, man, you know, you said you get to see what's real, and I definitely can relate to that. So, so I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, West Coast was lit. Phoenix family, Team Bibby. We you know, got around some good talent, did our thing, slid to West Coast, traveled the world, dished out some buckets. Okay, what was after West Coast?
Now we're in high school, so this is actually when I started playing with Team Harden.
Team Harden. That is, you know, we haven't really got into this. You know, I am the host of Grassroots Gurus. You know, I'm Christian Polk, but I also coach, you know, in my spare time, and you know, I was able to coach.
Hold on, my bad.
Yeah, you skipped one. I missed. You did skip, and you know what? I wouldn't even let us disrespect the homies like that. Because,
yeah, I can't do that.
Because you know what? You know what? If it wasn't for this program that we're gonna get into, I don't even think that you probably would have came. You know, I don't even think we probably would have been able to get it cracking like that, Team Harden, because you know I love the coaches and the guys that you came from. Please go into the program that you were with prior to coming to the good guys at Team Harden. You know.
Yeah. So my last program before high school was Arizona Power with Coach Mike. I mean, our team we were actually pretty good. It was me, Dalen, Eric, Ricardo, Big Nick, Jalen Anderson, Osa. We had a lot of talented people. So.
I mean, and you know, I know a lot of people are, you know, we're around, you know, are familiar with some of them names, but man, you know, you just listed, you know, like I said, I love the way Mike C coaches. I love the way he, you know, pushes his programs forward and, you know, kind of does his thing, you know, but I think, you know, we got to kind of talk about this. You, Osa is at what
Marquette.
School? Marquette. Jalen Anderson is where?
LMU.
LMU did very well this year. I think he was freshman, you know, first team all freshman this year. You know, you said who else? You said Dalen Terry, you know, University of Arizona. You know, you got TyTy. You know, you got great guards like Ricardo. You know that Eric Blackwell. I love Eric's game. Eric played with us too. You guys, that power team. I remember. Because you guys, that team was Adidas, so we went to a lot of same events. I remember always catching you guys' 15U games, and yeah, no, that was you guys were more than doing your thing, to say the least. I liked watching that group play. You know, can't say I liked it. You know, definitely had to make the switch, but no, you guys, Mike C in that group, man, that was you guys were running through people. Where the Memorial Day tournament, you guys lost in the championship. Or was it some? It was some. You guys. I remember some when you guys made it somewhere deep, and I think one of the California teams cheated like they always do with the probably.
I think we lost in the semis. Oh.
In the downstairs gym to the left. I remember you guys were playing somebody, and I don't know if it was the semis or if it was a championship. I don't know. It was one or two. But
I think it was the semis.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that was. But yeah, no, that you guys had a good group. That was before the whole Power and Powerhouse. You know, split, and when they did their thing, when it was Power, they you know, they had a good program. They're doing their thing. They were lucky to have a great group. They'll be able to put those posters up for years to come. But yeah, no, okay. Now we can get to the good part. You know, we got there a little premature. We can get to the good. No, I was playing. But yeah, no, you already said it. I was fortunate enough to coach TyTy. You came over to Team Harden. You know, talk a little bit about your Team Harden experience and you know, some of the players and you know, what we had going on there.
So I came over, I think, 8th grade, into 8th grade.
Came over in July.
Yeah, in July. So like round last tournaments.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you came and got it cracking early, 8th grade.
And then, I mean, I was like the youngest one out there playing. I think we were playing 16s, I think.
Can we add that I almost got in a lot of trouble when TyTy instantly came and just started going crazy. I was like, he can't start the first game. I remember talking, who was coaching? I forget who was coaching the 16s. I think it was just me, because we had 17s, I think. But I remember talking to somebody. I was like, man, all right, like we always like the second, third game, bro. We can't start the first game. And he, you came in immediately. I think that's why, you know, that's why I'm a big fan of your game, because not only obviously, you know, your skill, you know, you do your thing, you put the ball in the basket and all that, but your demeanor and how you demand the respect and the approach to the game from your teammates I think is very impressive. I coached that team before you came, and then obviously I coached it while you were there, and just the energy and just how players and kids respond to you is very impressive. So yeah, keep that up, big fella.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So yeah, no, we 16s, okay. We kind of did our thing. We won a few games. We squeezed into the rankings a little bit. Who we beat? We beat. What were some of our good wins? We beat what? Upward Stars. They had a good team. I watched that. Your dad posted some great games. I literally have been extremely entertained these last couple of days. I forgot about some of these games, because I watched, obviously the highlights and some of the stuff, the huddles and stuff. But I be forgetting that your parents need to start a streaming company. Like, they have some of the greatest AAU games I've seen on their social media stuff, man. I've been watching a lot of those games. But I'm sorry, yeah, we got Upward Stars. Should have got Compton, got cheated twice. We'll talk about that later. I think it's impossible to beat. No, it's not impossible. They lose, but it's near impossible to beat Compton in a championship in the Memorial Day tournament. We'll talk. We'll have Tope on here later, man. We'll talk about how Tope likes to finesse us out there. Now I'm playing. I love Tope, man. Great dude. But all right, yeah, we got a few good wins, man. We did our thing. I think people weren't lining up to play against us. I think we were the not who everybody wanted to play. So yeah, no, that was a nice little spree. I got to have the TyTy show there for a while. I think me and the coaches always joke around. I think then before, I tell people, I say now, TyTy stuff is even though you still walk your way to 20-something points and 8-9 assists, whatever the stats you put up these days. I say now it's a lot louder. Because, you're a lot more explosive. You obviously expanding your game, and, what you do now is, it's in your face, and, it's kind of hard to, not see it. But man, I talked to our staff and our coaches from that little time frame, and it would trip me out that you wouldn't even realize that you had 20 points. You'd be watching the game, and you'd be like, damn, what TyTy do? He really, oh, you got 24? Oh, I see why we was up the whole game. Like, your ability to quietly dominate games was very impressive, and it made me look like a very good coach, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, all right. From the Harden phase, the Harden party, where'd you go off to from there?
I went to Vegas Elite after that.
Vegas Elite, Nike, EYBL me. Talk to me a little bit about that. How'd you like going to the swoosh? Cause since high school you were really with Adidas the whole time, right? So how was it going over to the Nike side?
It's always got to play in Kobe's and all that.
Yeah.
But I say competition was, a little bit better, but it was still the same basketball.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. Made good relationships over the year I was there, so
nice.
It's always a plus.
That is, man, that's the biggest thing. Obviously we get caught up in this competition, all this stuff, but this, I think you get it. I see how you operate. And obviously I've been around you for a little bit, but yeah, the relationships is the biggest thing with this stuff, man. And I like the way you take advantage of those, and understand that. Obviously, talking to you, you get it. So don't forget that piece, man. That's important. Wherever you go, wherever you play, make sure you're making the relationships and shaking them hands, and giving your energy to people, man. At least the people that deserve it.
Yes, sir.
So Vegas Elite, went crazy. You played with who was the guard on that team? Who were some of the good players on that team?
Richard Isaacs, his name, also known as Pop.
Pop, yep. Richard Isaac coached me. I might have told you this a while. It's crazy how things come full circle. when I told you I went to Pangos Camp and did well when I was a kid, Richard Isaac was my coach. He's a crazy coach. He's OD. Richard, I love Rick. I hope he sees this. Rich, you done an amazing job with kids over the years. You know, I used to see him in college. You know, he would come to UTEP games. You know, he was cool with one of my coaches, Tim Floyd. But no, Rick, man, he has a lot of energy. He has a lot of energy. I remember, you know, because, you know, at camp, you know, especially because I hadn't really been to camp like that. You know, I'm just, you know, Arizona doing this, go to this tournament, go to that tournament. That was my first, like, kind of big camp with, like, you know, national whatever. And I was a little timid at first. I wasn't as, you know, maybe aggressive as that I, you know, naturally am. And I remember just Isaac just, shoot the effing ball. What are you doing, Polk? What? You came here to effing this and effing that. He just, Rick will get you going, man. I'm sure, you know, he'll you know, whether I'm sure if it's his kid or whoever, you know, Rick will, he'll get you fired up a little bit. I like Rick. Good dude. So yeah, no, we got Vegas Elite, and then where was it after that?
Then last year I was supposed to play with Why Not.
That's when all the, you know, craziness, the new normal we're in now kind of happened, huh?
Right.
So that was, you guys had a good group that was coming together though with that
yeah.
Why Not, huh? Y'all was kind of about to do y'all stuff for a second, huh? Y'all had it was you guys had the Amari Bailey kid, right? The Sierra Canyon kid. Who else was supposed to be on that team?
Duran,
I like Duran's game, man. Duran is he helps you win games.
Right. And then we were gonna have Carson Basham.
I like Carson. Carson's gonna do well, I think, at Pepperdine. I think he'll do real well.
And then we have Will McClendon that's going to UCLA.
Is that the kid that plays on Prolific? Is he a big kid?
Nah, he's a guard.
He's a guard. Okay.
And then we had another wing who's going to Seton Hall named Ty Powell.
I know that. I've seen him. I like his game too.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I like his game. Okay, y'all had a nice little crew going there, huh? So was y'all going? If that season had played out, who wins the Peach Jam that year?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes.
And who do you think your top competition would have been if you guys played out, seeing how the landscape was playing? If there wasn't no crazy underdogs or anything like that, who do you think was probably going to be your biggest competition to win the whole thing?
I mean, I really don't know too much about teams that were back east, but I know as far as the West, Vegas Elite was pretty good, and Seattle Rotary was going to be pretty good.
Okay, because they was going to have Paulo.
Yeah, they were going to have, I mean, they had Nolan and Paulo, and they both played 17s like their whole high school. So they pretty much
had a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, no, that chemistry, you know how that goes. I think that's why you guys are so good on that 16th group. You know, whether you guys have played with each other, against each other, when you guys are younger, you know, with that group we had, you know, obviously those guys responded to, you know, you're a leader, but you know that chemistry, especially in the AAU world, helps a ton. So you guys were okay. So that's where, you know, and that brought you to the AZ Compass show, where you kind of, I mean, you're already at Compass obviously before, but you know that AAU road, you know, kind of capped off your senior year at Compass. But I know we talk about AAU, but it's all prep and basketball. You know, tell us a little bit about your season this year, your senior campaign at Compass. You know, I know it's a long one. We probably could do a whole segment on that, to be honest. But you know, just say a few things about that group, and you know, tell us a little bit about what you guys did this year. You know, obviously I'm familiar. You guys beat up on us a couple times, unfortunately. You know, but yeah, no. Talk a little bit about your Compass group this year and the success you guys were able to achieve, and you know, some of the highlights of the season.
I mean, first thing first. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna go back to Compass for my senior year.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna transfer because the situation at first I didn't think was gonna be right because they didn't have nobody, and then Sada had got hurt. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't want to be playing by myself, and I wanted to win. So then Coach Pete and Gibson was like, just trust us. We're gonna build a team for you. Mm-hmm. We're gonna win and all this other stuff. So I was like, just trust him. Stayed home. Let's see.
and hang on, not to interrupt, but I will attest to this, and this is why I'm so excited, and this is why I enjoy watching good things come your way, because if not anything else, what I've learned about Mr. Washington is that he is extremely loyal. You look out for your own, and you see the bigger picture with things, and I'm obviously loyalty paid off in this instance, but yeah, no, I just had to interrupt right there. I think that's a very strong trait of yours, and I think if you keep up with that, nothing but more success will come your way. But yeah, no, keep going. They built the team, they got the right squad for you, and where did that kind of lead from there? Talk about a few of the phase. What were some of the bigger games you had? Some of your favorite performances, etc.
I think to start out the season, or my best games, I think just because a lot of people expected us to lose. They thought we wasn't going to be good because it was just me playing. So we went out there our first games and we just showed them that compass. We rebuilt it and we just a full team. So our first game was against West Oaks. And they finished Final Four last year at grind session, and so did we. So everybody was waiting for that matchup, and then we just came out and beat them by 30. And then we played Prolific. Then we played Dream City next. And Dream City.
This is in the
grind session.
This is in the grind session. Okay. You guys played in some good stuff before then. You guys played in the Border League before the grind session, and you guys got some good wins there. You guys played. I know you guys got the big win against Hillcrest. We'll talk about that. Who else did you guys play in the Border League?
We played Dream City in the championship.
Okay, yep, because they were on the other side. And then who'd you guys play before Hillcrest? Was Hillcrest the first game?
No, we played SoCal before them. Julius's team.
That's right. You guys. That's right. You guys played Julius V's team. He has a good program. I like Julius. He does a lot of good stuff out of Southern California. He had a good group. They beat us this year. We played them. They guys good both times. They shot the ball well both games. I don't know how they beat us so bad both times. They have a good group though. But yeah, no, the Hillcrest game. Talk to us a little bit about that. Hillcrest is, they've been one of the since you were, since 8th grade freshman.
8th grade, yeah.
That's when they really kind of, not hit the scene. I think they had been doing some stuff, but they really blew up when they had DeAndre and Marvin.
Yeah.
So they've since then been kind of solidified as one of the premier preps, in the country. So how was it? Talk to us a little bit about, the whole lead up and playing them, and, how do you think you were able to be successful against, a big time program? They have Mike Foster over there.
Right.
Good player. He decided he's doing the G League, right?
Yep.
Very nice. Talk to us a little bit about the Hillcrest matchup.
So everybody, leading up to the tournament, we were the best two prep teams in the state, us and Hillcrest. So everybody wanted just to see that matchup. My junior year, they didn't get a chance to play, just because schedules was all mixed up. So
yeah, because your junior year, your guys' team was good your junior year. Yeah. Y'all had a lot of good players, man. I wanted to see that game. I was hoping that would have happened. That would have been, yeah, man. You guys, your junior year, you guys had who else was on that team?
It was me, Frankie.
Frankie was on that team. Xavier's on that team.
Maxwell Lewis was on that team.
I like Max's game a lot. Max can play, man. He's athletic. I like Max's game. The other kid, I think he's JUCO now, but I like his game. Sincere.
Sincere, yeah.
Sincere can shoot the ball. He shoots it really well. And then who was your guys? Sir Drock came back to you guys, though, right?
Sir Drock came back.
You guys had Sir Drock and the Kansas State big.
And we had Siri and we had Jabari. So Siri's at Kansas State.
Jabari.
Jabari's at Colorado, and we had Eduardo that's at Nebraska.
Excuse me. I like all those. You guys had a good team, man. Siri, I love Siri's motor. He did well at Kansas State this year too, didn't he? And Jabari did very well at Colorado. He hit some big shots for. I watched a lot of those games. He did really well this year. You guys had a really good group. But I'm sorry. So go ahead. You're supposed to play him your junior year. We know how things go in the basketball world of matchups. Sometimes things are out of our control.
Right.
And so you got the matchup your senior year. Go ahead. How'd it go?
So then we played them, going back and forth, And then eventually, like last 7 minutes of the game, we just started pulling away, and we ended up winning by like 12 or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a fun game. It was packed. So.
Yeah, I remember I was there, man. I was a standing room only in a big gym. You know, during, you know, like I said, during middle post you know, pandemic. That is no, that was a trip. That was a good game, man. Would you say that I mean, obviously you guys are already good. You know, you guys put in the work. You know, obviously one game doesn't do anything. But would you say that getting that win that early in the season kind of gave you guys a spark or a little spark plug for the rest of the season at all, or was that just, you know, just a light little dub, keep it moving?
I mean, that was still before our season actually started, so I
Facts.
that just gave us a little bit of a momentum swing going into the season.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about your five hardest opponents. So this might be hard. You know, you played with. We talked about all these teams you played for. I'm sure you got a lot of homies, man, a lot of friends. But I need your top 5 teammates that you played with. Your favorite teammates. It could be most talented, or you know, you just, you know, enjoy playing with that teammate. Whatever the case may be, throughout your AAU prep, you know, high school experience, who are your 5 top teammates you would you had the most fun with and that you really enjoy playing with?
Let's see. First, I'm gonna have to say Ricardo.
Cardo, shout out to my man Cardo.
Yeah,
Mid-range king, on-ball defender king, high motor, Mr. I get it done. I love Ricardo's game, man. I miss coaching you guys. You guys, your guys' chemistry was crazy. It's you know, you guys. Some of the outlet passes and, you know, just some of the stuff that you guys kind of do. It seems like you guys know exactly where y'all finna be, and even just like the trust. You know, I saw some situations, you know, where, like I said, you know, I had a lot of trust in you, and I'd be like, man, TyTy, get the ball, and you know, Cardo's cool, you know, he's gonna do his stuff, and the amount of confidence you guys have in each other and the chemistry, that was really fun to watch. But okay, yeah, Cardo's number 1.
Yeah, 2, I'm probably going with Jason Harris.
Jason Harris, that Mr. Athlete.
Right.
Man, talk about an athlete. That guy got highly recruited in 2 different sports. That doesn't happen every day. I like the Harrises, man. Very nice family, man. They, you know, he's gonna do some good things. He's going where for football?
Arizona.
He is going to Arizona. Okay. Little Tucson, bear down. All right. So we got Ricardo. We got Jason Harris.
My next teammate I'd probably say is Zion Collins from Vegas.
Zion Collins. So this is West Coast.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So and he's your class. He's class 2. Okay, nice. And where's he playing now? Is he high school? Is he?
He just graduated. He's gonna graduate from Gorman right now.
Okay, very nice. All right. Okay, so that's 3. We need 2 more. Who's rounding out this TyTy top 5 teammate roster here?
Number 4, I'll probably go with. Ooh.
This is tough. I know this gotta be tough. There's a lot of teams I like playing with too. This gotta be tough.
Let's see. I probably have to say number 4. I'm gonna go with my man
Niger. Oh my gosh. Niger.
Yeah.
Niger will win you some games.
Right.
Niger will win you some games. Oh my gosh. What? We have to talk about that game. You know what game I'm about to talk about. In Milwaukee, when we played 16s and we pulled up, you know, and like I said, it's not normal that Arizona comes and pulls up to the little NY to LA, you know, every year. You know, but we had a good group, man. I wanted to go, you know, make sure everyone felt our energy, you know, that season. But Mike Foster, great player. Even then, he's always been a really good player. But you know what happened. We pulled up. He was playing 17s at that time.
Yeah.
And you know, we put up with our 16s, and you know, all of a sudden, Mike Foster's playing with you know, the 16s, which is me. I like that. You know, please bring everybody. You know, but Nigeria, the way he took that defensive, the way all you guys kind of took that matchup personally. But Nigeria, man, I think he rose to the challenge of playing against a player of Mike Foster's, level. I think he really did his thing. I like what Jair did that game. We ended up winning that game by like a decent amount too. Like I think 10, 15, something like that. But yeah, no. It was what 20? Was it more than that?
No, I think it was 30.
It was 30 piece still?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You know what? That might have got ugly. Cause he was doing a little too much at that time. I think it was because he didn't really play with them players.
Yeah.
But we were really good too. I think you and X might have had I don't know. I remember you two shooting the ball very well, and I just remember Dre getting every rebound. I remember Dre's motor being very high that game, and obviously, when TyTy's doing his thing, you have a good chance to win. But I think that everyone was clicking on all cylinders that game. That was fun to watch. And Trent came. That's when Trent came that tournament too. Trent pulled up that tournament. That's right. We had a cool little group. But all right, I'm not mad at that pick at all. Nigeria's a dog. I will take Nigeria to war with me any day of the week. Oh my gosh, Nigeria is he gonna get a few texts, man. But he ain't going for any of the he ain't going for any of the games, man. I'm not mad at that pick at all. But all right, that's what 3 we got. Cardo, Jason Harris, Nigeria. That's a cool AAU team right there. Who's our next two?
I go with my man from my high school team this year, actually, Glenn Taylor.
Glenn Taylor. I like Glenn's game, man. Players like him win you championships, man. He can score it. He literally, I literally think that, obviously you guys, I think that's why you guys were so good, because guys really embrace their roles, and that's what makes good teams. But I literally think you could put Glenn in so many different roles and situations, and I think that he'll thrive. I love how versatile that kid is. He can really play. I'm sorry, I missed the Vegas kid too. That was your fourth. That was that's 5 right there. All right, it's not a bad lineup right there. Okay, we have you got a lot of good AAU material here, man. You haven't even left high school yet, man. You got a lot of good stuff here. I got another one for you. Talk to me about your favorite AAU trip. What's one of your favorite AAU trips? What's a trip that I'm sure you've been on a lot, obviously. You played all over the place, but what is one of your favorite AAU trip experience? What city? Talk a little bit about one of your favorite trips.
I say probably, let's see, best AAU trip. I'll probably say when I was on Harden, when we was in Cali.
We went to Cali a couple times. All of them are.
It was just us and Jesse's team, the 17, when they had House, Darion, and all them.
Yeah, when
Keyshawn,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my gosh.
Cut his foot, had to get stitches.
Oh my gosh, that was a wild trip. We were there for a while though.
We were there for like a week.
Yes, because we
drove there from Vegas.
That's exactly what happened. Or was it the pump tournament? I think it was the pump.
Yeah,
we went from the pump tournament right to Atope's tournament, the Memorial Day tournament, I think it was. So that was a long trip. Yeah, you guys. Keyshawn was actually not that. He could play, man. I like Keyshawn's game, man. Good kid. That was a bad, unfortunate little injury there. Right. And I remember the 17s had a crazy game at the pump tournament. It went down to the wire when Jalen was with our 17s, and we played the kid that goes to Cal, the strong guard.
Oh yeah.
And we had a chance to win. I think London missed a layup or missed a floater or something, and Jalen. That's why I love Jalen, man. That kid's a competitor. Jalen was so mad that he lost that game. He was he's like, I'll play anybody for one-on-one for whatever you want. He was going crazy.
He was standing at the free throw.
Oh yeah, he stopped. Jalen House. I've seen a lot of competitors, man. That kid doesn't like to lose, and it bothers him. It bothers him a lot if he does lose. That was interesting. But yeah, okay, yeah. That was I remember that trip, man. I remember that was crazy. X hurt his wrist that trip.
Yeah. Dre rolled
his ankle. We were dropping like flies. Hey, that was impressive. You know what? That was impressive. I'm just not realizing that because that summer, 2-3 starters got hurt and injured. You were like the last one standing by the final game. I think you were going against that one team, damn it, almost by yourself. A good team. Who we played that last game?
It was I think it was Cal something. I think.
It was a California Nike team.
I think it was not Cal Supreme.
It was a Fresno team.
Yeah. Yeah, Julian.
Quincy, or was it?
Yeah, it was his team.
I think it was Quincy Pondexter's team. But I remember, like, we were literally, we had like 5 guards out there. Some people that ain't played in 4 games. Dre tried to go out there with his ankle this big. That was you guys had a lot of fight in y'all, man. I missed that group. That was dope. That was a fun trip, actually. Extremely eventful, but a lot of fun. That's funny. Cali vibes. All right. I got another one that might be even tougher for you, man. Coaches, prep coaches, man. Your top 5. AAU prep, all the way from, your Phoenix family days, all the way up until now. Talk about some of your, talk about 5 of your top 5 grassroots AAU prep. Can be high school prep too, whatever you want to mix in there. Top 5 coaching experiences, man.
I think first, number 1, I'm gonna say my dad, because I was on his team. We barely lost.
Gotta go with Pops, man. Pops. I've had a chance to talk a lot of basketball with your father, and seen him behind the bench, and he definitely knows how to win games. I've seen him in practice too. What he's been able to get out of a lot of the players that have came from Phoenix or even other areas for that matter. You guys have a really good group, because we'll get into it a little bit, but a lot of your relatives are really good too. True's doing his thing out here. The kid Mark Brown's really playing well too. I think Coach T Wash definitely knows how to call a player to, or get a kid a little bit better. So all right, that's one. Coach T Wash, top of the list. Not mad at that.
And then I guess I go with my high school coach now,
Coach Gibson. Coach Gibb, man. I love Coach Gibb, man. He coached college. He played too, I believe. Coach Gibb. I really like the way Coach Gibb runs his practices. I've been able to watch a lot of his practices. Obviously, like a lot of our guys have been playing over there. I think that the reason why his teams, your team, has had a lot of success is you guys practice hard. You guys them practices are very game-like and very competitive. So almost like the games become easy after practice.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach T Wash, Coach Ed. Not a bad lineup right here. Some winning records behind those coaches. All right, we got 3 more.
I'll go with Coach Mike Smitty.
Smitty gets it done. Power. He coached at Desert Vista this year too, right? Mm-hmm. Smitty, I like.
Was it this year? I think it was this year.
Yep.
Oh no, last year.
Last year, I think. Okay, last year. Okay, very nice. No, Smitty, he does his thing, man. I came across Smitty when I first got into this stuff. Going from playing to getting into coaching, training, the whole AAU world. I came across Smitty early, man, and he really does his thing. He gets the most out of his players, and you can tell that he gets a real joy out of seeing his players succeed. In this world of AAU, it's a lot of coaches sometimes have motives and a lot of stuff with different things going on, but he is genuinely there for the kids, and I think that's why he has the rapport and the record and the reputation that he does, man. That's not a bad pick at all. We got Coach T Wash, Coach Ed, we got Smitty. All right, we got 2 more.
My AAU coach, middle school coach Mike Morris.
Yeah. Do I know Mike?
I don't think you know him like that, but I think you probably know him a little.
I'm definitely not seen him. Mike coached which team did you play with him on?
West Coast.
Oh yeah, I do know Mike. Then I think he came. He's come to a few of the events when they're actually playing because they're on Adidas. Okay, gotta go with Mike. You guys, West Coast is going crazy. You guys are going all over the world going crazy. You gotta go with Big Mike. We got a decent lineup right here. West Coast has won a lot of games. Coach T Wash has gotten a few dubs himself. Coach Ed, obviously, you guys national championship. Okay. Coach Smitty does his thing still. Okay. We need one more, man. We need one more. Who's number 5?
Going my high school, my first high school coach, Coach Lee, Gary Lee.
Coach Lee. I played against Coach Lee in high school. Coach Lee, man, he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. I remember, obviously, you played with us 8th grade, and then, I remember going to watch your freshman year, and, man, I loved watching you play. I remember you played a game against Pinnacle, Nico, and those guys, and then I watched a few other games, but I loved watching you play in them purple jerseys in his system, man. That was some good TyTy basketball right there, man. I think we all kind of undervalued those days right there, man.
Right,
you guys, in that Coach Lee, Cesar Chavez vibes, you were definitely a force to be reckoned with there, man. Shout out to Coach Lee. He gets it done. He gets it done. Real quick, we have to talk about this before I let you get out of here. From the proof in the pudding, there's a little bit of basketball blood in your, little bloodline, or at least, the people that are around, you guys' little basketball party. Talk a little bit about some of your younger players that are closer to you in your family. I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier. True, he's playing really well. Big fan of his game. Talk about how the culture that you guys kind of have. And how do you guys just wake up and become nice? Did your dad just tap you on the shoulder and say you're real at basketball now, or was there a little bit of work behind that?
No, there's definitely a lot of work behind it. I mean, just growing up, we've always been in the gym with my dad. Like, whenever I've been working out, him and Reek on the other side just shooting around and stuff. But now that he takes the game serious, he's just been my workout partner ever since. I mean, whenever we go to the gym, it's either me and him, or me and my dad and him, me, Reek, and him. But we just always try to make sure we work out together, because I know if I'm benefiting from him, I know so will he.
Absolutely. Now that's real right there. And I have to ask you, because I'm obviously familiar with your road, and you're I've been following you here. For all the kids who are after what they're after, as far as this basketball stuff, everyone obviously strives to have the TyTy, recruitment, the top 6 with the Kentuckys, Arizonas, Baylor. Everyone obviously strives to have that, but we know it has not. Kentucky and all those guys haven't always been knocking and doing all that. So talk a little bit about that process and how you were able to stay focused, knowing that you're as good as these kids, knowing that not as good, better. I know what's going on. Knowing that you're better than kids that are getting recognition, how do you stay focused, and how do you stay motivated in the gym to surpass and get to where you're at now?
Well, like you said, I've always known I was better than all those kids. My mom and dad, they always told me like they just getting highly recruited right now because they could just jump and all this other stuff. So they just told me to keep perfecting my craft in the gym, make sure my skills is always there, and the rest would just take care of itself. And then once my body started changing, I started getting a little stronger, got taller, got faster. So, and my skills were just always there. I just made sure I was in the gym working on shooting, ball handling, and all that. So once I kind of just grew up, got older, I just put it all together, and now I'm here.
Nice. That is that's real right there. Because in today's game, especially the AAU world, everyone gets you know how it goes. Everyone gets caught up in this offer, that offer. what that kid's doing, what this kid is doing. But I've watched closely to your process. I kind of know what goes on a little bit in your camp, and I'm glad you touched on that because that's what's important. You guys knew what you were capable of doing. You knew what would happen if you continued to have that level of confidence and that level of work ethic, and kept it up. And we're here now with one of the most prestigious top sixes in the country. So no, kudos to you, brother, man. Kudos to you. So couple little personal questions, man, as we wrap up here. What is music? What are you listening to right now? What are some of the if TyTy's puts his AirPods on and he's what are you bumping? What is it? Little Babies, Little Dirks? What is it? I'm sorry, I won't take your what's in there right now?
Normally it's Little Baby.
Okay.
A little bit of Young Boy. But recently it's been Young Thug. I've been blasting his new album.
Little Thugger. Okay. Thugger's got some bangers to say the least.
Right.
To say the least. That's not a bad lineup. I thought some of you guys listen to a lot of the younger guys, man. A lot of the I don't even know. I don't want to start. I don't know who's watching, man. I don't want to talk bad about no young artists, but I like that. I can respect that lineup right there. Dream vacation. When you when you do your thing and go to that green room, get drafted lottery, go 1, 2, 3, whatever it is that Mr. Washington goes. Where's the first spot you're taking your friends and your family? If you could go to any vacation, it's up. We're here now. It's time to go get it cracking. Where are we going? We going to something tropical? We going to where are we at, man? Where are we at?
Yeah, we probably gonna go to the Bahamas or something.
Bahamas, that's not a bad choice.
Keep it calm.
There's not a lot of calmness out there. There's a lot going on in the Bahamas. I'll tell you that. That's not a bad pick. All right. Bahamas that's a cool vibe. Bahamas is a cool vibe. Last question, and we'll wrap it up with this one. This is probably an easy question. Who is the best point guard in the country, regardless of class, from 2021, all over the place? Committed, signed, McDonald's, Iverson Classics, whatever is going on right now. Who's the best point guard in the country?
Me.
Okay. Yes, I had to ask, man. I wanted to, make sure we had that right answer. All right, that's all we have today. Appreciate Mr. TyTy joining us today. Before we let you guys leave, shout out to all of our, official and unofficial sponsors here. Pineapple Panda. They making some dope, weighted vests. Check them out. And we're gonna talk to Body Armor, man. We're drinking them now, man. They're it's unofficial. We'll see if they we'll see if we can get them coming correct. Y'all need to holler at him, to be honest. Y'all gonna be y'all need to figure that one out. But yeah, shout out to the sponsors. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you guys next time with our next guest on Grassroots Gurus.